spending 28 days knitting from wool that I've inserted in my vagina.
Now stay, Rex, stay! Good boy, Rex! Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Wait, did you just assume my gender?
I was walking past a cemetery the other day and I saw some people standing around a grave in the cemetery. So I decided to go into the cemetery and check out what they were doing. I walk over to this grave and the person who seems to be leading this little gathering tells me, "Excuse me, young man, you need to stand back. We are digging up a coffin here." And I responded, "Excuse me? Did you just assume my gender?"
I sexually identify as an attack helicopter. Ever since I was a boy, I dreamed of soaring over the oil fields, dropping hot, sticky loads on disgusting foreigners. People say to me that a person being a helicopter is impossible. I'm having a plastic surgeon install rotary blades, 30mm cannons, and AMG 114 Hellfire missiles on my body. From now on, I want you guys to call me Apache and respect my right to kill from above and kill needlessly. If you can't accept me, you're a heliphobe and need to check your vehicle privilege.
Time to live my dream. She's just staring at me. Hey girl, you want some attack helicopter?
What an absolute cracking start to a video. I'm sure so many of you appreciated me editing that little clip for you. And don't you worry, I was just as shocked to hear that this is a thing as well. Actually shook. As of recording this video, before we get started, I just thought I'd like to quickly announce that white privilege is trending on Twitter. So now with that all being said, let's just jump into today's video. I know I have my face back. Some of you enjoy it, some of you hate it. Don't care, mate. Let's have a look. Good old feminist cringe. Now, our first clip here is made by the BBC. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, boy.
Not that kind of a BBC.
Okay.
That was a penis joke. Please subscribe. It's trying to teach children that there are more than two genders. And I know what you're thinking. Bloody crazy. Maybe they're saying there's 5 or 10 or something. Nope, believe it or not, they're actually trying to claim that there's, you might want to sit down for this, more than 100 genders. And they're trying to teach this to children, which I say this in every video where children are involved. But why? Why do they need to know this?
Why?
Like, is this something that they really need to take in right now? Can't they just enjoy their childhood? Apparently not. So let's have a little watch at this video anyway and see what they're waffling on about.
BBC is telling children aged 9 to 12 that there are more than 100 different gender identities. In Identity, Understanding Sexual and Gender Identities, a video made by BBC Teach for use in classrooms, children ask questions about sexual orientation and transgenderism.
What are the different gender identities?
That's a really, really exciting question to ask.
What an exciting question to ask. You can almost see the excitement bursting out on the children's face. What an exciting for a split second there as well, quickly, I generally thought it said head teacher, Karen. So close though. We almost had them.
Do you know there are so many gender identities? So we know we've got male and female, but there are over 100, if not more, gender identities now.
Are you retarded?
Now, excuse me if I'm wrong here, but isn't school meant for like teaching children facts and actual educational stuff?
We have technology.
Apparently not.
I don't have a gender. Weren't you born a female? Yep. And you have a girl's name. Yep. You were born a female, you have a girl's body and a girl's name that you go by, so therefore you are a girl. Makes sense to me. Then take this, miss.
Yes, little Jason, there is so many genders. You can count them all on one hand.
Yeah! Yeah!
You going to confuse the poor kid. Now, I know they always like to claim that there's hundreds of different, maybe even to some people, thousands of genders. I'm sure there is. But at the same time, these people that are saying these types of things, I bet you any money they would not be able to name more than 30, and that's really pushing it. You actually got them to sit them down and told you every single one. I bet you they couldn't. And they probably wouldn't even try anyway, because they would probably end up forgetting one, and then you know how it would be.
Is your best friend a boy or a girl?
Ooh, that's a toughie. Rugged biceps, yet delicate eyelashes. Pass!
Someone would just get absolutely offended, God forbid, and we don't want that here in 2020.
So we know that some people might feel like they're two different genders, so people might think they're bi-gender, and then you've got some people who might call themselves genderqueer, who are just like, I don't really want to be anything in particular, I'm just going to be me.
You are so in denial. You need therapy.
That's just a great thing to teach kids, isn't it? Fantastic. Tell your kid that, yeah. You know, you can be anything you want to be in life. Kids, you know, with the absolutely amazing imaginations they have already, why would you go along and tell them this? Not only is it wrong, there isn't more than two genders. There definitely is not 100. And you're confusing them. But like to a kid, that sounds really like fun, right? When, no offense, gender isn't exactly something that's fun. It's just what you're given to you at birth. I know, hitting you with the hard facts here. But it really isn't necessarily something that is supposed to be fun. It is something that you're given to you at birth. There are not hundreds of different ones. And why are we teaching kids this? But it gets worse. Take a listen.
The video also included a transgender activist who was born female but identifies as a man, and a lesbian head teacher who promote their own lifestyles to the children. The accompanying resources suggest various activities inviting children to discuss and explore sexuality and gender.
Bruh.
Hi. Excuse me? Oh, I was just saying hi. No, I heard what you said, but it wasn't consensual, so it's considered rape. I need your consent to greet you? I thought it was sex that had to be consensual. Are you mansplaining me right now? Mansplaining? It's when a man, you, explains anything to anyone that isn't a man. That is some dumbass shit. Are you crazy, lady? Lady? Did you just assume my gender? What are you? I am super non-conforming, L-sexual, reverse trans, optic gendered. There's only two genders. Triggered? I'm triggered! You sexist, bigot, racist, stupid cis male! Rape! 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 How am I raping you? I'm not even... You're a man! Everything a man does is rape! Rape!
Now look, even if the head teacher was straight, okay, and he was pushing his sexual identity onto kids that are literally 8 years old, even that would be weird, okay? Like, even that would be pretty kind of like bizarre, dare I say it, inappropriate. But them actually getting people from outside the school to invite them in to talk to the kids that are transgender just to confuse them even more, well, like that to me, that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But fair enough, great.
That was the last of the bread. I'm sure they've had enough.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck.
Did you just assume my gender?
But anyway, with that all being said, that is it for today's video. These are literally just my opinions on them. Some of you may disagree. I really doubt it though. But nonetheless, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Also, before we do end today's video, make sure, mate, to come and follow me on all my social medias, especially Instagram and Discord, where there will be a link at the top of the description for you guys to come over and talk to me over there. It's always great. And well, boys and girls, and I'll see you all in the next video, mate. Bro fist.